Hello, good evening. So I noticed that everybody has been in an uproar on Queen Elizabeth's passing. Uh, Honestly, I believe that she's been gone for quite some time. And I think that they probably tried to bring her back to life. I don't know why I think that it's so weird. And I was looking at that movie called The Lazarus Effect last night, and it made me think about that. But why I haven't commented on it and then why did I say rest in peace? I'm very aware of how evil Queen Elizabeth II was. I'm very well aware of it. And when I spoke on it, what I stated was rest in peace. There's a lot of power in those words when you tell somebody that is evil to rest in peace. When you begin to speak about the evil things that they did, when you keep talking about it, you actually give that evil power. So it's probably important to let her rest and let that evil go and rest, right? Um, One thing that I did notice is that as soon as they announced her death, they began to talk about the life of Princess Diana. And a lot of people are blaming Queen Elizabeth for her death. Queen Elizabeth is responsible for a lot of deaths of children. Good God. I heard about a lot of that stuff. Now, I don't believe that Queen Elizabeth killed Diana. I believe her husband did. I believe Charles had her killed, and so did Diana. She actually wrote about it. So oh man, he disgraced the hell out of Princess Diana because I guess he was in love with Camille. It was really it was an embarrassment. It really was. I guess he was in love with Camilla, whatever. Um, so that's why so many people, um, I don't really, honestly, can I honestly say that in the last 40 something years of my life that I have felt like these royals have had any control over my life? No, I don't feel that way at all. In fact, I was sitting here doing a prayer to Saint Cajetan, in which my circle will be doing some work with Saint Cajetan this weekend. In particular, some of you guys that are looking for employment or financial blessings, we'll be working with that saint this weekend. I don't feel that whether or not Queen Elizabeth II existed or not has any power over me. It was really sad, the whole thing that happened with Diana. But again, I believe that Charles had a lot to do with that. She was like a sacrifice for him. And, of course, Princess Diana was more than likely raised, what is it, Catholic, Christian. And of course, she just accepted her fate like a lot of other women. You know, she was the good Christian girl that allowed herself to be the sacrifice for this man who basically, I believe that he was in love with another woman, but he kind of used Diana to bear his sons. It's pretty much what it was. It's pretty disgusting. When I think that man, that was like 20 something years ago when that happened. And I never really paid much attention to the royals because um I don't feel that people should allow people to have power over them. That's the problem. They allow those things to have power over them. But I believe that she's been dead. And I think that they just now announced it. I believe that they probably have been trying to um, conjure up energy to bring her back from the dead. You know how folks are that have a lot of money, they think they can do things that they can't do. So God only knows what they were up to. But I just don't have much to say about it because I don't choose to give those people power over me. Okay. You know, I feel bad for the people that have lost their lives because of anything that they've done. But like I always say, when you lay down and you accept certain things like a slave would do, and you don't choose to use your power, you know, whatever power is available to you at that time. Okay. So, I do want her soul to rest in peace, and move on so that she can't hurt anybody else because clearly she is extremely hated. And I don't have hatred for her because she doesn't have power over me. Okay. Who cares that the royals have all this money? You can't just let people's money have power over you. So, I'm neither celebrating nor mourning her death. I don't know her, you know. She's not a part of my life. She has nothing to do with my path, you know. It's meaningless to me. You know what I'm saying? And when Princess Diana died, that was really sad. I didn't I didn't necessarily mourn her either. I didn't know her, but I felt really bad for what was happening. You know, something tells me that Princess Diana has moved on and really has already been reborn. That's how I feel. I feel that that was 25 years ago. I feel like she's already been reborn and is more than likely happy because I feel like she deserved happiness. But as far as Queen Elizabeth, sometimes when you react to things very angrily, you're giving that your power. So, and I don't choose to give evil people power over me. They did say that Kristen Stewart played Princess Diana in a movie. I didn't even know that that movie existed. I may watch it, but they were complaining about them using Kristen Stewart to play Diana, and I like Kristen Stewart. I don't have nothing against her. So she's receiving hate because people feel as though she wasn't classy enough, you know. I guess you have to be of a certain class to die tragically and have your husband kill you. So that's basically what I feel. I feel he's responsible. I'm not going to do an official reading on it, but I feel that Charles had something to do with that. I don't think that Queen Elizabeth had anything to do with it. You know, besides being what his grandmother, his mother. See, I don't even know their family tree. I don't care, you know. But a lot of people, instead of them feeling, I guess, this relief, because a lot of people hated her, instead of them feeling this relief, they're actually conjuring up the evil. Let the evil die, let it go and move forward. That's how I feel about it. I've heard all kind of rumors about it. It doesn't excite me. I heard all kind of rumors about Queen Elizabeth being a reptilian and she eats people, and that's pretty disgusting. I mean, she was 96 years old, so my guess is that she died of old age. I don't think there's any conspiracy surrounding her death. I think she died of old age. She was 96. And then, especially if she was eating people is not healthy. Okay. Most cannibals die. Eating another human being can make you sick. Look it up. Okay. Now, so I guess that would support the rumor of her being a reptilian, because I guess if you're a reptile, you're going to eat human beings. Who knows? To those people that felt like she hurt them in some kind of way, light a black candle and I guess wish her on her way wherever it is that she's going to go. But I think it's a mistake for people to continuously give power to evil. That's how you keep conjuring it up, is when you give power to it. Okay. And to be honest with you, none of us really know if those rumors were true about her. And I don't choose to speak ill of the dead. Okay. Whatever it was that she did to make so many people hate her, I can't really justify it, unless I did a reading on her, which I guess I could do a reading. I feel like, what's the point? Okay. Yeah. What's the point? In fact, I don't think about those people hardly ever. Even though Meghan Markle is a part of their family, and a lot of people are concerned about her and her safety. Um, I think she's a big girl. I think she can handle her own self. And I personally feel that, especially if you are a melanated person, we need to figure out what's happening in our own backyards before we start snooping around their backyard. Aye Bobo. What's that, dark goddesses? What is that? And I don't know that language. What is that? Yeah, I feel like it's so easy to do evil to your own people. and then sort of, what do they call that? It's a lot like I'm gonna tell y'all something. Black folks, any melanated person, you do have to be concerned about things like white supremacy, but you also got to look at your own people. Seriously, they are the ones. It's just like, right. The lizard, that was the lizard clone, the real lizard been dead. Hey, you probably right. You probably right, you know. Mm, yeah. I still think that, man, we got to be concerned about some of the, you're right about that, about people being cloned and people that are not who they seem that they are. Seriously. So, yeah, but yeah, that's why I said rest in peace to her, because you know, I don't care if you a lizard or a vampire, whatever you are, you're gonna have to face God anyway when you do die. So I feel like it's in God's hands at this point. That's really how I feel about that. Do you remember when the CEOs were stepping down a few years ago? All the elites surrender at the Antarctic to the extraterrestrials, and lizard were among them. Oh my God. I don't even follow that stuff, but when I battle evil forces, I'm pretty sure that it includes that. That sounds pretty serious. Uh-huh. I think it definitely gives these so-called elites more power when we, the people, are fighting amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they are, you know. All right, I'll look that up. It might be something interesting. It might be something interesting. So yeah, that's why I really don't have much to say about it. You know, definitely that lady had power, because it seemed like the whole world just stopped. Like, she didn't affect me. I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had to stop and pause, and I just don't care, because she ain't got no power over me, right? That's just the way it should be. Yeah. She called African Akatos, which is a derogatory. See, so beautiful X. This woman is racist. Evidently, she was racist. Um, I've said it. I've said it for years, and I just stopped saying it, man. Stop allowing racism to have power over you and to hurt you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Just stop letting it have power over you, man, and have that YOLO swag. It ain't nothing you can do to change that if that lady was racist against black people. Only thing you can do is protect yourself from it affecting you and live life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But the even bigger question is that when are we going to start benefiting from our ancestors' blood? Okay, because poverty is a choice, I'm telling you. And when you speak that to the Black community, they want to destroy you. When you prove that you can rise above it, you know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, our people need to clean up their own backyards, seriously, because they don't want empowerment. They are doing everything that works against it, right? So, yeah, what good is it going to do us hurting each other? You see that a lot. I've said it for years, for so long. Like, I'm tired of saying it. I am. So, you know, but, that's my thoughts on it. Okay. And I feel very loved by the ancestors. I feel that they guide me. They do. Oh man. Still benefit. There's a small island that actually feel like her husband Philip is a god. Oh wow. Yeah. You know what's crazy? The dark goddesses, all week long, I felt something pressing into my back. Like that's a true story. All week since her death, I felt something pressing on my back. But I'm definitely releasing something. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not even going to get into detail about it, but I'm definitely releasing something. And so it's funny that you would say that. Last night, whenever I have any kind of aches or pains in my body, I cut up a onion and I slept for like 12 hours with an onion in my socks. And I woke up and it was gone. Ain't that weird? Ain't that weird though? Like yeah. Oh goodness. Well, y'all gonna have to, I don't even need the education in it, whatever it was that she was doing. I don't feel that it has had any power over me. Whatever it is that she was doing for years has not, because my ancestors do take care of me. So that's why I don't, you know, and I think people have a choice. You said that it was I guess it's an island of Africans or whatever. Those people make their choice, man. I don't want to get myself all bent out of shape because of people and the choices that they make. I know I choose to live the way I live, you know, and we got a lot to deal with, man. We got a lot to deal with as far as um, why we, why can't the Black community get along, man? Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. I wish everybody healing from whatever she was doing. Sometimes when you give too much stuff attention, though, you give it power. Cause I got like, I got like, man, I got like 8 black candles going to see that. See, even when it comes to magic, because I live in the world of magic. I do. That's how I live. I'm going to stay there too. And so a lot of people, like I was looking at a video that was like, it was like, well, you got too much of that black candle energy. that can be bad. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You can cleanse yourself with a black candle. So I got like 8 black candles going right now. You know what I'm saying? And so, black is not bad. Black is actually good, depends on how you use it. So whatever it was that she did that trickled down to my family on some capacity, to cause the division, I think what we need to learn now is to stop allowing the division. And none of us can blame them for that necessarily, because a lot of our families are a mess. I'm talking about the brothers, the sisters, the uncles, the aunts, the great grandmothers, the grandmothers. If you let them cause division in your family, then that's your fault. So whatever it was that lady was doing to trickle down to my family, I've been beating it thus far. So any and all bad energy, whatever it was that, you know, whatever she was doing. Because, I think that the energy harvest was coming from somewhere, maybe on some capacity, that she was sustaining her life force, on the people of her country, whoever feels slighted by her. But, um, there is a way to cut off that energy harvesting. You know, it is. I do too. We're doing the black candle vigils all winter. So I keep a black candle going. I have about 8 of them going right now. Got a constant black flame. And black is a wonderful color because black transmute. It has a very, very, very valuable um power in it, that color black. So, that's why I'm gonna keep a black flame going all winter, you know, because what ends up happening is that whatever they're doing that's causing division upon your families and stuff like that, and that's all families, because I believe everybody, not just black people, everybody been affected by it. Everybody. If you let yourself be affected by it, then you are, you know. And even if you out there and you don't have much, at least you got what you got. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So, and work harder to get more, actually a lot of the aftermath and the side effects of that whole thing. Okay, we ain't gonna get too specific, but the whole aftermath and constantly giving it power is what's gonna mess you up. You give people power and you say you did this or you did that. Whatever it is that she did, even if it was 3 hours ago, when you stay in that, you determine it. That's what I was talking about in that other video that I did. You determine what is going to have power over you. You determine that. And I don't care who it is. So, as far as I've been concerned, Queen Elizabeth II, her mama, her husband, they ain't got no power over me. You know what I'm saying? Because as far as I was concerned, I wasn't even going to give it acknowledgement, you know? Anyway, y'all, that's what I wanted to say. I'm going to go. About ready to get something to eat. Y'all have a wonderful evening, okay? All right. Blessings to y'all. Bye bye.